What's going Dine, baby? You are now tuned into the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era.
Back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, that's when I was young, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, that's when I was young.
What's going down, baby? You are now tuned into the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era. And we're back to you this week with a dope ass episode again for y'all. You already know who it is. It's that boy, Young Dizzle Stacks, the nostalgic one. Came through with my player partner as I normally do. He came down in a throwback this week, you know what I'm saying? Representing and shit. Like it's so fresh and so clean, like them boys from ATL, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. It's Money B, dog.
What it do? And we got a special guest this episode. I gotta give you a good proper introduction, okay? All right. Now we're gonna have. Well, first I'm gonna just go. We got Keir with us this episode, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, baby?
You know what's up? How's it going, guys?
What up?
Now this guy here, I'm probably gonna piss a lot of people in Victoria off when I say this right now, okay? But this man was a part of history, okay? This episode, I'm just gonna throw it out there already. This episode is about college football. We just got out of the college football playoff and everything, national championship and all that. This man was a part of history, a part of a legendary Victoria Memorial Vipers football team.
God damn it!
that would do things that I'd never seen in my life. Never seen in my life before.
Hey, it is what it is on that one, man. Hey, you know what? You punt to get the field position on third down. That's all. I don't know anything else about that.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it. Let me set it up. Let me set it up. I'm just gonna make up all these details, but I'm gonna tell a good story right now. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. It's a cool September night in Victoria, Texas, at Memorial Stadium. The Victoria Memorial High School Vipers are playing against Corpus Christi King. It's the fourth quarter. Tight ball game. The Vipers trail the Mustangs by 7 points. They're on their own 23-yard line with the ball. It's 3rd and 10. And they do the unthinkable. Caught the other team off guard. Caught those King Mustangs off guard. With a punt. With a punt on 3rd and 10.
First of all, somehow you have to be able to put that NFL music in the back of that.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. Or like college game day, something.
Yeah.
Like have the build up and everything.
Yeah. But the fact that that's like a partially true story, I can't remember who y'all are playing against or anything like that, but the punting on 3rd down is very real.
Man, you know what? I can't even defend that because
you shouldn't have to. Don't even even try.
Exactly. You know what? There's a lot of stuff that happened as like a team captain, one of like the main figures on our team. Like,
yeah.
It was hard to say stuff, man. I don't even know. Like, I can't.
What do you do?
You can't justify that for anything. I mean, like shit. Like I don't know, man. I can't even say because when I went to college, man, that's what they told. Like they were like, "Oh, where are you from?" Like it's weird because I ran into like a few guys that like we played El Campo, and I ran into some of them at like training camps and at like combines, and and at all that stuff. And they were like, "Oh, y'all are that team that punts on third down." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "We had a pretty good punt team." I don't know, like I don't know what else to say to that. Like
it was awesome, on point.
Hey, that's what it is right there. I can't.
That's one of those things. It's like the Kevin Hart joke is like, now you just got to walk around with the I eat ass face and everything. Yeah. Eat ass face. It's like, y'all are literally walking around like, oh, y'all the team that put on third down face. Like, y'all got to make that face. Like,
yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah, dude. I'm just like looking around, dude. Like, oh, well, you know, I'm big. I could just say that. That's all I could say, man. I couldn't say anything else. You can't go anywhere else with that.
It was at least a good punt.
Hey, man. I think our junior year, if I'm not mistaken, Caleb Urban got district punter of the year when they were seniors. The class of 06 starting quarterback, got district punter. I don't know, man. I can't justify that.
Gotta love it. Anyways, what's going down, Wodies? Thank y'all for joining us again for another episode. Y'all are the dopest fans ever. We are ever so grateful and ever so thankful for y'all for tuning in week and week out, listening to our bullshit. Like I said, we got a great ass episode this week. Real quick before we get into things, man, shout out to Garrett. Garrett couldn't hop on with us. You know what I'm saying? He's feeling a little under the weather and everything. Really looking forward to getting him on here and getting y'all together and then with us together and then just getting this shit show rolling, man. I know it's gonna be good, but
that's for me and John, man. Everybody knows we always mob together and stuff. We used to do like combines and stuff together. So funny story. So there was a 2-weekend combine for an arena team here in San Antonio that me and John went to. And we went to the first one, everything was cool, and then they brought us back to the second one. And so when we were there, we fucked off so much the first combine, like making jokes, like messing with people and stuff like that, doing dumb shit. Yeah. And they brought us back and they were like, "Oh, you're those two guys that were fucking around the whole time." They were like, y'all go over there. Like they were just sending us in different directions away from each other. Because we were just like, they were like, get the fuck away from each other, ruining everything. So my boy John's under the weather, man, and I wish he was here because I know it'd be even worse with him on here with me. So, but you know, we'll hold it down for him in spirit.
We'll definitely get him on here in a future episode and everything. So we'll make it happen. Keir, go ahead and start us off, man. How was your weekend, dog?
Hey, man. Whole lot of dad stuff. Chilling with the fans, basically. Got some overtime on Saturday.
That's always good.
That life. Yeah, man. Just making extra money, staying busy, and that's about it. Just hanging with the family and trying to get stuff together and, you know, make a better 2021.
Hell yeah.
What everything was last year. So
straight up.
That, man. Just hanging out, had a few beers, and that was about it.
Already. Good shit, man. Good shit. Money B. Holler at me, dog. What's going on, man? Inform the Wodies on the weekend, dog. Not all of it. What was that?
I said I was down there in Vic with you, man. You know what all happened. Got very drunk. Watched some football. Kind of ate some barbecue, somewhat.
Shout out to Mr. Jeeves, who does not know how to cook chicken, apparently.
Not at all. But we still ate.
That's true.
We ate. What did we do? Play some dice. Oh, we had a good
play
weekend,
some good old clickety clacks. Yeah.
It was a good weekend. Watch some football again on Sunday and try to recover.
Emphasis on
bounce back like you used to, man.
Yeah, it's taking like an extra day. You need an extra day.
Oh, for sure.
I get right, and then I start drinking again.
There you go.
Hey, Pedialyte is always on deck nowadays. Now that I'm in my 30s, man, Pedialyte, lifesaver.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it was a fun weekend, man.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, man. Same on my end. Like you said, you came down to the Vicasville, we kicked it and everything. It did my weekend didn't start out too good because well, as I don't know, we haven't told it everybody, but like we have our NFL Pick'em League where what I'm saying, we pick the winners from each week in and week out, and I won this season. I spanked all y'all's asses.
Damn.
So what I'm saying, y'all boys had to come up off that bread and pay me my paper and everything. But I found out that my Cash App got deactivated. Like Cash App.
I still don't know why, dog. Like, I want to know what type of activities
They just said something about OnlyFans, and that's it. Like that's all.
Shit.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else. They're just like, you're no longer allowed to use this, and I don't know.
Hey, everything money order nowadays. You got to money order everything. MoneyGram. You need that MoneyGram.
Yeah.
Keep your little receipt, though. Keep your receipt.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's bullshit. Cash App. What's up? What's good with that, dog? Holla at me.
Sponsorship. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
You broke down the servers. You broke down the OnlyFans server. Just sending.
They're just donations, man. They're just donations, okay?
I mean, I'm sure it's going to a good cause, right? Like scholarships and stuff,
Absolutely.
Hey, is that tax free? What is that? Is that tax free, or do they still
I should
tax
be able to write it off, right?
Yeah, that should go to business right there.
Yeah, do it to like the Sweet Saturday account or something.
It's like it's like sponsoring one of those kids in Africa. Imagine if you just turned on the TV late at night and you heard that song.
Hey, what if they had
an angel, and you just see like the thoughtiest of thoughts, like the dimiest of dimes, just taking it off, dog. Just.
Hey, just
for $2.99 a month, you can put this girl through college. Visit OnlyFans.com.
She's got like a saggy bikini on, right? And it's like for $2.99 a month, you can sponsor her butt shots or her breast implants or something.
Oh man, for $2.99, you're getting duct tape and you're pulling it back. That's all it is right there. That's all that is right there for $2.99.
I don't know. That Dr. Miami might have a special, Doug.
Oh yeah. Shout out to y'all boys that might be lacking in the package area, because Dr. Miami got them stimulus specials going right now for the penis extendos.
What?
You didn't see that?
No.
Dr. Miami, he told everybody this week. You know what I'm saying? Penis extension, $600, $5.99, $5.99.
Oh shit! Hey, but is that tax free though? Can I write that off?
Gotta be an entertainment expense somehow.
Oh, that has to be a write off though. That has to be write off.
And I wonder if you can go get more than one. I'm gonna use all my kids on everything. My grandma's.
Hey, I got a kid now, man. Don't I get 2 stimulus checks now? I don't know what's going on with that. I feel pretty good about being a parent now, because everything comes like with extra perks. You get a better tax return and discount. Hey man, all I know is Denny's like $1.99 for their meals or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But nah, man. Like I said, weekend was cool. Weekend was good and shit. I guess since the last time we talked to y'all, some America's kind of gone up in flames and shit. And a little bit. So, that's crazy. I mean, I don't got too much to put into that, because mostly everybody fucking knows how I feel. I will say for the first time, I actually agree with Trump on something. I didn't think that I would say this. Hey man, give me this fucking toy, dude. This is too fucking loud. You can't be squeaking that. All right, go get another toy that doesn't make noise. I'm sorry. No, for the first time, I actually agree with Trump on something. It's basically because I've been watching a lot of Cobra Kai, and I agree with him on his stance on prisoners of war veterans. Like, screw them. Screw them. Screw them.
Losers.
Yeah, screw them. Because after watching Cobra Kai, like, and seeing how I don't know, have y'all watched the 3rd season of Cobra Kai yet?
I have not.
All right, so if you watch the 3rd season of Cobra Kai, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to put out any spoilers or whatever, but I'm just saying, screw these prisoners of wars. All right, screw them. We don't need them. They're bad news. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the 3rd season of Cobra Kai because it's fucking amazing. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Ooh, I have never watched one episode of Cobra Kai.
What?
Hey man,
I know.
I don't know. I'm not a. Hey,
Nah,
I mean, honestly, I've never watched like.
Say it.
When people say get on, yeah, none of it. Whatever you're thinking, none of it. Not one
Okay.
episode. I don't know nothing about anything. So,
But have you seen the Karate Kid movies?
I've seen one.
Okay, so listen. I've seen part of the first Karate Kid. I ain't seen any other ones besides that. I haven't seen like the whole Karate Kid. You know what I'm saying? The first movie. Yeah, no, I'm saying the first movie. I haven't even seen it all in one sitting. You know what I'm saying? So, but I turned on this motherfucking Cobra Kai, dog. And when you turn on that motherfucking Cobra Kai, it's game changer, dog. It's over, dog. You're hooked. I'm telling you, you don't even need to see the movies. You don't even need to see the movies.
You kind of
telling you.
I say you kind of do. Like you got me on it, and it's.
I mean, it would help. It would most definitely help.
Yeah, but it's easy to watch because it's like short, sweet. Like, you know, it just gets to it. It's kind of corny, but then it's kind of still all right. Like, I watched it. You told me about it, and I'd seen it, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna check it out because I ran out of everything else to watch, and it's shit. I liked it, man.
Yeah, no, y'all see that joke didn't hit that hard because y'all ain't seen this 3rd season yet. So somebody listening to this is like laughing their ass off right now, and then other people who haven't watched Cobra Kai are like, "Yo, this is a fucking asshole, man."
I feel like I just ruined your goddamn joke. Like,
It's
honestly, like,
it's fine.
I've literally never seen like series or like Harry Potter. I've never watched it. I've never watched Game of Thrones. I've never watched.
Okay, you missing out.
I got seasons in.
There's like fucking Empire. I've never watched Empire. I've never watched any of it.
You lucked out. No, there's no need to watch Empire.
See, and I just feel like
come on, man.
Everybody's always like, "Hey, man, this series." I'm like, "Nah, man." I was like, "I can't. It's not my style." Like, I don't know. I've never been.
You're not like a TV series person. Period.
I mean, there's one show that I think that I feel like a fucking nerd for it. That's exactly Gigolos on Showtime. That's what it is. No. I haven't watched that stuff since the last time. Whenever like the channels were all blurry and scraggly and stuff. So you're trying to like peek and stuff. Like you're trying to move around. You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely.
Rick and Morty, man. That's my show. Like
okay.
Adult Swim. That's my shit. I don't know why, but
it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's my humor right there. I feel like it's obscene and ridiculous. Like
it's like I love Family Guy. Dude.
Oh yeah, Family Guy.
Yeah. Well, I think you would like Cobra Kai just because it's fucking badass. Like it's got a bunch of badass karate and shit, and there's some good fights.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, don't get crazy with it. There's some karate.
I'm a man that loves karate, bro. Like you can obviously tell, like I'm a karate guy.
Yeah, but you don't think there's some good fights in that motherfucker?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess between the older guys, the little kids fighting, I don't know about it.
Hold on. What season are you on?
I'm on all of them. I watched them all.
So you didn't think the last fight was like the granddaddy of them all?
Oh, what was the last one? I don't remember the last one.
See, God, no.
Oh, wait, okay.
Invalid.
Talk about the one when they're in the school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, I was about to say. All right, okay. All right. I was about to throw a bitch fit in this thing. You know what I'm saying? About to throw a BF.
Big BF.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah. So I mean that's pretty much the weekend and everything. Yeah. So I guess this is about that time where the Wodies, I know y'all are already screaming through your earphones and everything that y'all.
Hey, I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
One more thing. Fuck Trump. Oh, does that count right now? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I always vote for Biden, but fuck that guy. Yeah, straight up. Sorry, you probably lost like fucking 5 people. Like
I wouldn't care.
Hey,
I wouldn't give a fuck. I really wouldn't.
Good. Me either. Oh. It's your show. Do whatever you want.
I wouldn't care at all, to tell you the truth. I mean, at this point, I'll say at this point, but like he's been done deserved it. So I don't give a shit.
I just start a firestorm right there. They're gonna be like, keyboard hard caps, Republicans. Yeah. Hey man.
Wait. Well, we can't be too loud about that because then they're gonna come storm my house. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come storm Dizzle Studios. You know what I'm saying? From the Way Back When podcast.
Straight Cobra Kai your ass is what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Money B, break us off with some of that Way Back When news, Mike G.
And now, Way Back When news with Money B.
All right, man, I got you. Let's start with the birthdays. Let's go January 5th. Happy birthday to Marilyn Manson.
Oh, shit.
He was
okay.
Big,
okay.
Coming up.
Yeah.
We're all stars now in the dope show.
Always heard about him taking his ribs out.
Hey, was that true though? Was that a for real?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. But I mean, if you go to Dr. Miami, you probably ain't got to do that.
Hey, he does it all. But hey, $5.99.
Yeah, I'm never mind. Spring break, I'm coming down. All right, next one we got January 6th. Oh wait, let's go back to Marilyn Manson. Remember we talked about him being the dude from Wonder Years?
Yeah, Paul from Wonder Years. Yeah,
that was always the rumor, right? But did we ever figure that
out? No.
Is that for real too? Like that's the thing.
Yeah, we were supposed to do some research on that, and I think we dropped the ball. We forgot about that at one point.
I feel like we should have. You know how like Dateline has like their investigative shit. Like I think we should start that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look that up right now because I gotta know. That's gonna bother me.
It's just me going around bars asking people shit like that.
Hey, so what do you think about Marilyn Manson?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we got something cooking there. All right, let's go. January 6th, happy birthday, Rowan Atkinson, better known as Mr. Bean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. Even like, I remember watching that when I was younger.
Yeah.
I think it was on HBO, dude. It was like the weirdest, funniest shit because he didn't say anything. Like the first time you watch it, you're like, what the fuck am I watching? But then you just want to keep watching it.
No, man, that was PBS, bro. Like it couldn't have been an HBO. I didn't have HBO growing up because we weren't privileged like that. So it had to have been PBS, dude.
It might have been.
I have no clue. I never watched it, to tell you the truth.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Bunny Ranch show.
Scraggly lines. I'm telling you, you gotta dodge and weave to see through everything.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that was when you had to go through the channel guide and you had to make sure you caught your channel as it was scrolling up. Because if you missed it, you had to sit there for like a whole other minute and just wait. Like, God damn it, I just missed HBO. I don't know if the Bunny Ranch is on yet. You have to sit there for a whole nother minute, wait for it to go from like channel 2 back all the way to.
But at one point, man, they had like it was like 30 channels, and then like as we got older, like fucking 75 channels came through.
Yeah.
And you had to wait for that long. Like, what the hell is going on?
No, this shit always sucked, dog. It was always channel 14. I just remember that I was growing up on whatever fucking cable it was back there in Victoria.
Cable One.
Cable One.
I don't know. I just made that up. It sounded good though.
All right, let's go. Same day, January 6th. Happy birthday to John Singleton.
Okay.
A bunch of dope movies in our era. Is he still making movies?
What was that?
Is he still making movies?
No, he died.
Did he? Oh, that's right. It was like last year, right? The year before.
Yeah, it was like a year or two ago.
Right. He's probably not making no more movies then. January 6th, happy birthday to Houston rapper Mike Jones.
Hey,
who?
What up, though?
Mike Jones. He was trending. He was trending the other day because
for what?
Lamar Jackson, a reporter by the name of Mike Jones was asking Lamar Jackson some questions after the playoff game, and then
nice.
like he said, "Hey, this is Mike Jones from whatever publication," and then Lamar Jackson like kind of caught it kind of late, and he's like starts laughing. He's like, "Mike Jones, all right," and then on Twitter because of that shit.
Hey man, so sorry, hey, I don't mean to cut you off on that one. Marilyn Manson was not a part of the Wonder Years. He was already like 19 years old when the Wonder Years came out. I know you wanted to be right. You just wanted to be part of that.
Ruined my childhood.
Ruined the Wonder Years for me now. Damn it.
I know. Well, that was your show. I never really liked that show. That was your show.
Hey, speaking of the Wonder Years, hey, John Guerra looks like that kid from the Wonder Years.
He does. Oh shit. That boy looks like Kevin Arnold. I never thought about that.
Dude. All right, sorry. Hey, so when he worked at Gold's Gym, hey, because John's not here, I'm gonna say it. When he worked at Gold's Gym, they used to have the pictures of like all the trainers and stuff on the wall. And somebody printed out the fucking kid's face and put it on John's head, dude, or his body, dude. It had a big ass fucking face, and then John's little body on the picture. It was like perfect. I was like, oh, anyway, sorry, my bad.
No. I never realized that because the one he always gets. The one he always gets.
Is, fucking was it Josh from
Drake and Josh?
Yeah,
that's the one he always gets. But I never thought about Kevin Arnold. That's fucking funny.
Look at it, yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, look at it. It looks like John.
Did anybody ever notice like that they switched the picture or anything?
Yeah, people would walk by. Like he said, people would walk by and be like, "Hey, were you that kid? Like you were that kid?" Like they would ask him, like straight up, like seriously.
Oh, shit.
He gets that, and he can be like Dwayne Johnson if he like 1990 fanny pack Dwayne Johnson.
Oh yeah,
that was good.
Dude, that was good.
Hey, for Halloween, he fucking pulled it off. Yeah, he pulled it off pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Hey, because he's not here, I can do that.
yeah. You gotta fill it for him.
Exactly.
Do it even if he was here.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking tell him.
Yeah. All right, let's go. January 7th. Happy birthday and fuck this dude, Dustin Diamond, Screech from St. Bell.
Ooh.
Oh damn, dog! I just
I'm gonna get back into the Screech shit.
What'd you say?
Let's just get past it because I'm just gonna keep saying fuck Screech.
But did you see the news today?
Oh, he got like some illness.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he has cancer.
Oh man, I feel bad.
Wait, did you already talk about his flick and stuff?
Yeah, we've dabbled.
I've already touched on that.
We dabbled in a little bit. I don't know too much about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't fuck with Saved by the Bell anyway. So I was like, first, and then second of all, I don't want to see no dudes porno flick. I don't give a shit. I'm seeing no dudes porno flick. So
straight up Jufro and ass. Like nobody wants to see that
shit. Yeah, we dabbled into that, and then his little fights that he had or whatever. But
man, shit, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Totally forgot.
Oh damn! All right, Happy birthday to Eric Gagne, one of the best closers that was, coming up in our era.
Yep.
The
LA
Dodgers,
Dodgers.
right?
Yeah, for the Dodgers, yeah.
Yeah, that boy was cold for a while. Did he get caught up in that story shit like later?
I don't think he did, but he was most definitely roiding up, though. He was most definitely a part of it. Yeah. Yeah, easily. There's like a epic battle with him and like Barry Bonds that you can find on YouTube where they have like this long ass at bat. And he ends up striking Barry Bonds out. It's the ninth inning. It's like a close game. I want to say like the tying runs on second base. And yeah, they're just going at it. And like Bonds is fouling off pitch after pitch and shit. It's pretty raw.
Man, that's got to be good at that time because it was Dodgers and Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Both brought it out of their mind, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say like every team was like bench pressing like 500 pounds, like baseball players.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy. Last birthday on January 7th. Happy birthday to Dougie Doug, actor from Cosby Show, Jungle Fever.
Yep.
A couple other things that I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
Dougie Doug, man.
He was
I can't remember.
He was pretty he was popping back then.
Yeah.
Like he was in a lot of shit. Like a lot of black shit.
Yeah, so he's in videos and shit.
Cool runnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool runnings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's where I remember him from.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of shit back then.
Yeah, he was in a lot of shit. Yeah, he was getting it back then.
Yeah. Cool runnings, that's it. That's all anybody needs. Anything else, irrelevant.
Don't matter. All right. Happy birthday to this is a nice one. ESPN reporter Rachel Nichols.
That's Bay right there.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Rachel Nichols, dog. Hell yeah. That red hair. I like it.
Yeah, she's been on there.
That's Rachel Nichols. Happy
oh
birthday,
man, what's that chick's name from The Jump? Man.
That's her.
No, it's not.
Her.
It's not her. No.
Isn't it?
Jamel
Hill?
Yes, man. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's if I'm gonna watch sports entertainment, that's it right there.
I fuck with Jamel. I mean, ESPN is doing it. Hey, ESPN is doing a nice job. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a good job now.
They know how to not go out of business because of stuff like that.
Yeah, they
got some lookers, man. They got some lookers.
Yes, sir. Speaking of steroids, January 8th, happy birthday to Jason Giambi.
Oh yeah, another one.
Another one, dog. He was fucking Oakland. It was probably
Oakland and the Yankees.
Yankees, yeah.
What first base?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
First base.
Yeah, that's right.
I knew what's up.
One more January 8th. Happy birthday, producer Just Blaze.
Okay. Just Blaze?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
You know, when you heard that, it was about to be some shit.
Yeah, it's about to be some fire, dog.
Yes, sir. 2 birthdays, January 9th. Happy birthday to Chad Ochocinco Johnson, dog.
Okay.
One of the best. One of the funniest motherfuckers. Dude.
Straight up.
The funniest shit. What he said?
Hell yeah.
One of the funniest things I saw was that he said he took Viagra before every game.
Yeah. That's the only thing I remember about him, besides like him being a pretty dope receiver.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, like I was watching YouTube videos, man, and they have one where like him and Tyreek Hill and Terrell Owens, dude, and T.O.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like if him and T.O. wanted to play again, dude, like
they could play.
They could ball, dude. Like
they could play.
T.O. raced Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill barely beat him, dude. Like probably maybe had like a step on him, but Chad was like in his Crocs and some fucking gray sweats and shit, bro. And like he rolled up in the mom van. He was like, I'm in the mom van today. I ain't doing nothing. I was like, hey.
It's so dope because on Twitter he's always like tipping waitresses and shit like a G or like G's or whatever.
Yeah, man.
fucking I think one of the other stories I saw that he called the coaches in the middle of the night and just tell them I'm open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He'd call the head coach like at 3:00 in the morning and just say, "Hey, coach, I'm open," and then hang up.
That's
hilarious.
That's crazy.
All right, last birthday, January 9th. Happy birthday to Sean Paul. Boy, it was making them
dirty rock.
Hey,
hell yeah!
Did y'all ever go to Oyster Bake here in San Antonio?
Mm-hmm. Nah, I've never been.
Yeah, I've been.
Bruh, it's pretty dope, and they usually have pretty cool bands.
Yeah.
Bro, one year they had Sean Paul and they had the Yin Yang Twins.
Oh
shit!
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. It was pretty rowdy, dude. It was way rowdy. And Sean Paul, dude, I forgot how many good ass songs that dude like put out like during our time, dude. Straight up had some bangers.
Yeah,
he was popping them bad boys out on the regular.
He had that. He had some songs with Beyonce and stuff, man. That
Yep.
And I don't care about Beyonce, but like with Beyonce and him, like I was like all about it.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, he had them bangers, and then he was he was on Belly. Belly on there before he was shot, like got big. Yeah, he was on a lot of shit, dude. He's probably bigger than what we thought, though. You know.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see. We got a couple events. Here we go. Let's go with January 10th, 1999. The Sopranos premiered on HBO.
Okay.
Another show I didn't watch.
I'm in the middle of watching it now.
You watching it now?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it last year. I was at work and I watched it. See what's up with this.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I fuck with it.
Y'all remember this? January 7th, 97. The soundtrack to Space Jam was released.
Oh yeah!
Everybody get up! We're gonna jam now. We're about to do it in the overtime. Welcome to a Space Jam. Here's your chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam. All right.
I remember.
Yeah, that's that skating ring song right there,
dude. I remember my parents taking a video of like me and one of my buddies like dancing to that shit. You ever look back at stuff like that? You just like, why? Like, was I that weird? Like, was that odd kid? And then at the time, I'm like, I'm fat as shit because you're going through like your little growth phase. So you're just like little chubby kid, just like jiggling around everywhere.
Hey man, that song went hard. I'll still jam that hoe to tell you the truth.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a good. Hey, it was a good album though. Good soundtrack.
Yeah, well, the new one's coming out this summer with LeBron.
Is it this summer?
I don't know, man.
I think so. It's either this summer or next summer.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right, January 10th, 2003, the NBA announced that Charlotte was going to be awarded a franchise again. And, this is the Charlotte Bobcats, which I remember that. Like, now that I looked it back, I was like, I forgot there were the fucking Bobcats.
Yeah.
Well, they had Joe Wallace. That was fucking cold. I remember him.
Yeah, he'd be dunking on boys. That's about it. Yeah.
Was on there too, I think.
What was that?
I think Steven Jackson was on there.
Yeah, he played for him as well. Yeah.
That's probably the only two I remember for that. I just remember their jerseys look like shit.
Yep, you're right about that as well, sir.
All right, January 11th, 95, the Wayans Brothers premiered. One of the best.
Shit, yeah.
Good ass show, man. Good ass show.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it's coming to one of the apps. HBO app, I think. Yeah, I think it's going to HBO app.
Doc, I won't get shit done. If it comes to any app, I won't get shit done. Because I'll just watch that shit over and over and over again.
I think it comes on MTV now, like at night.
But yeah, it's on like MTV and BET.
Yeah, but the commercials
but it's just like some... Yeah.
But I can't wait to watching that.
Yeah, it's like a commercial. The commercial's like 2 minutes long, and you get to watch like 30 seconds of the show. Fucking stupid, dude. It pisses me off.
Anyway, one of my favorite. I mean, fucking probably one of our all favorite shows. So
hell yeah.
Good ass show. Hell yeah.
Let's see. January 8th, 2000, the Music City Miracle happened.
Ooh.
Tennessee beat
Nice.
Buffalo with a last second, lateral across the field, whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a Frank Wycheck.
Frank Wycheck, yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
What?
He threw it to who? I thought he threw it to Kevin Dyson, right?
I think it was Kevin Dyson.
Yeah, Kevin Dyson, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was fucking nuts. Dude.
They had Big Air McNair as the QB.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of my fucking favorites. Let's see, we got January 7th, 2003, 50 Cent released In the Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Banger.
That was straight up. That was a good one.
All-time bangers.
It didn't have anything else to it besides the chorus, but it was a good ass song, like good beat.
And then that video.
Oh yeah.
All right, January 8th, 2007, Apple announced the iPhone. And we know what happened after that. What was y'all's first one?
First iPhone?
Yeah.
8. I think mine was 8. I couldn't afford an iPhone.
Weird. Like when they first came out, nobody really I didn't really fuck with it. I didn't really know, and then I ended up fucking copping like the little square one. Like it was like
the brick. Yeah, the brick.
I think I had like the third one. Like I think I had the iPhone 3 when it came out. Yeah. I think. I know I had it
the
in
iPod.
college. Oh yeah.
That's what I had.
Popping and shit. Yeah.
But I had the big fat one, the big fat iPod that like you touch the screen, you had to like sundial it and shit. And so I had that, and at the time, my girlfriend, it was sitting on the floor, and she picked the chair up, and she went to sit down, dude, and she sat down right on top of it, and broke that hoe. I was like, what the hell? I was like, how? I was like, you're like 95 pounds. How does that happen? And so good luck, man. We took it to the store, and a dude named Jesus gave me a free one. Gave me a whole new one for free.
I love to Jesus.
Yeah, dude. Straight up. He was like, you need the bangers. You need the hot music. And he gave it to me, dude. I was pretty excited. I ain't gonna lie. Best time.
Hell yeah.
Well, shit, this kind of falls right into it. January 9th, 2001, Apple announced iTunes, their digital music.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what fucking 19 years ago, dog.
That's wild.
Years ago, basically. Yeah, 20 years ago, shit.
I'm not doing any math. I'm not doing no accounting, so.
It just means we're old as shit. That's what that is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, last event we got is January 9th, 1999. DMX released his second album, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. It went number one 7 months after his other album hit number one. So that's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then he went crazy.
Yeah.
I think he just smoked crack. I think that's
He just fried up that brain, dude.
Yeah, you tend to do that whenever you develop a drug habit.
One of my favorite albums, and probably one of the best fucking album covers. So he's just standing there and all that blood. It's just dope.
That's wild.
Yeah, pretty solid.
That's a great segue, Money B. That's a great segue, because I believe last episode, when we were talking about our super groups that we had put together, we had a little dispute.
Yes.
For whatever reason, you thought that. Excuse me. What was that?
That's exactly why I did that last.
Yeah. We had a dispute here on Way Back When. Which song of DMX's catered more to the women, to the females? Was it How's It Going Down, or was it What These Bitches Want featuring Cisco? I myself feel like What These Bitches Want was more of the song for the females, and Money B believed that it was How's It Going Down. So we ran 2 polls. We ran one on Instagram. We ran one on Twitter. Now the poll on Twitter came back 50-50. Okay, split right down the middle. Okay, but the poll on Instagram came out, and it's what these bitches want from a nigga. What these bitches want from a nigga.
That's only because that's the only, like, I feel like the other one wasn't as mainstream as the one with Cisco. Cisco was like, from that one stupid song he had, like, that he made it to like a household name right there. Like
that in the thong song. I mean,
oh well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, because of the thong song, he had that credibility. Like, oh, this is legit because it has this fucking dude on it.
Yeah, but I will say, like on the Instagram poll, it was mostly women who voted too, and they mostly voted for what these bitches want. I'm telling you, bitches love what these bitches want from a nigga. I'm telling you.
I just thought the other was more melodic, you know. But all right,
it's a good song. It's a good song. But the bitches love what these bitches want from a nigga. I'm just saying.
I mean, just sitting back drinking 40s, jamming out, listening. For my song, or sitting back drinking some Moscato or something, you know.
Oh man, it's all about the hard seltzers right now. You gotta have the Truly or the whatever it is. You gotta be a classy bitch if you're gonna be a bitch. oh, Twisted Tea now, man. Twisted Tea.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, you keep one on deck just in case you have to handle somebody.
Yes, sir. Well, shit, that's the news, man. I didn't look up a law. I forgot, honestly. But don't smoke crack. Don't smoke crack.
There we go. There you go. Wise words. Wise words.
My next point. Don't smoke crack.
Hell yeah. So, all right, good shit. Thank you for that way back when news, my friend. All right, Wodies. As I mentioned earlier this episode for the fix, we are talking about college football. As y'all know by now, the college football championship is just played. Alabama beat the shit out of Ohio State. Yeah, man, that was a tough game. That was a tough one or whatever. But so yeah, we decided, you know what I'm saying, since we're in this bowl season and whatnot, to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and talk about some good old college football from way back when, you know what I'm talking about. So go ahead, get those veins ready, Wodies, you know what I'm saying, because that fix is coming to you right now.
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of fixes?
We're gonna have so many fucking fixes up in this motherfucker. No diggity, no doubt. I like to bang it up. This is fucking wonderful.
Money B, you want to go ahead and start us off, dog?
Yeah, man. One that I remember coming up was we can hit the moment. I mean, I'll hit the moment from what I remember.
Okay.
And that was whenever, you know, it was Maurice Claret is who I'm gonna roll with. But you know, his main was, you know, that season he only played one season, right?
One season, yeah.
As a freshman, right? Freshman?
Yeah.
He shop, dude. Fucking wrecked shop. They won the title. I think they beat Miami, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember that whole season, that whole game, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so that I remember that because that's when was it McGahee that fucked his leg?
Yeah, he tore his he
blew
out his whole
was that
knee,
game?
like everything.
Right. Yeah,
ACL, all that. ACL, MCL, PCO.
Yeah.
So that was one of the most memorable fucking championship games. That shit was back and forth. Went into a couple overtimes.
Yeah.
And you know, that kind of, you know, capped Claret's fucking career, because then after that, like, he fought the NFL to get drafted. You know, they have that, what is it, 2-3 years?
NFL and NCAA.
Red shirt. Yeah, red shirt. You have to have, if you're going to go 2 years, you have to have a red shirt your freshman year, and then you can go after your sophomore year. But because of that, you literally got to go your if you're a starting freshman, you got to do your junior year. Your junior year has to be done, and then you're out.
3 years
Yep.
removed from,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
So he fought that shit. I think he lost, man. I'm pretty sure he lost.
Did. Yeah,
right?
he did.
Yep.
He lost. Eventually he got drafted, but not like to what he should have. Like he should have just stayed. But I mean, you get, trying to get paid, getting all that shit.
Yeah.
But I thought it was something to that, like he was gonna get suspended or some shit like that.
Well,
go to any classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was something like that where he was gonna get suspended. So he's like, dude, I'm not playing next year anyways. I might as well go to the NFL. And that's where he tried to fight all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any classes. Then he wanted them to pay him to go to a funeral for his family member or something. And I'm pretty sure he got caught up in all that booster shit too, like with the memorabilia and tattoos and all that shit.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that shit going on back then.
Yeah,
well, still probably.
Oh, dude, 100%. As coming out of high school, and from experience from myself, I went on a few recruiting trips, and the one thing that I remember the most, man, and I'll never forget it because it's crazy. Because as a kid, as being a 16, 17-year-old kid, man, you come out and you're the shit at like what you do. Like you're strong, you're fast. Like people they know about you. Like at these college, like people that don't know, like in your hometown, people know who you are. In places like Houston and like Miami or wherever, dude, they know what you're capable of. I went on a recruiting trip to Rice University, dude, and it blows my mind because I didn't honestly. I thought I was good, but I didn't know it was like that good.
Yeah,
and they tell you what you do. They tell you how they know you and stuff. And they come up and they take you to a room. You separate from your parents and stuff. And if you're the shit, man, they take you to the office and you're sitting there. Somebody walks in. They slap an envelope on the table, like no shit. Put an envelope on the table, slide it to you, and they're like, "Don't open this." I'll never forget those words. Don't open this till you get home. And I was like, all right. So fucking back pocket that shit. Take you back to all the other recruits, and you're just chilling there. They're talking to you about programs and lifting, and blah, 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 blah. When I got home, man, from Houston, from Rice University, and I'm probably putting that shit on blast, but slide you an envelope, and Coach Todd Graham, man, fucking dude, straight up. Yeah, exactly. They put that shit on the table, and you open it up when you get home, man. It's like fucking $2,000, man. And $2,000 as a fucking kid, like, you're like, holy shit, they're just giving me this money just to show up to a fucking just to go look at their campus, like, and then at night, man, like you go hang out with some of the players and shit, bro, and they get fucking rowdy, dude. Like, it's wild because they get rowdy, and you end up like. It's crazy. Like, it's literally stupid. Like, I thought our shit was wild when we were in high school, but fuck, man. Like, you go to these college parties, like, they throw girls at you. Like, they throw fucking drugs at you. Like, they're dropping, dude.
Stop it.
Yeah, dude, straight up, dude. They're dropping bags.
No.
Yeah, you just like, I can't. Like, dude, it's literally like it's a trip because that's why so many like college kids or like so many like players get caught with shit because from right off the jump, man, when you go to recruiting trips is when it starts because everybody knows what's up and knows who you are, and that's just that's from person. And honestly, dude, I wasn't a big deal myself, but doing shit like that, I can imagine people like Maurice Claret and what they fucking do, dude. Yeah, like, you're getting fucking Bentleys off the drop, like fuck $2,000, like $2,000 you blow your nose with it, throw it out the window, you get a Bentley and shit.
Yeah, I remember my one of my roommates at Kingsville, and this doesn't have to do with college football, but college basketball.
Any recruit.
Yeah, he said that he transferred from U of H, and so the year he was at U of H, they played Kevin Durant's UT team, and he said that the whole starting five pulled up in all black Escalades to the game, like all black matching Escalade.
They get out. They have the sandwich bags on their shoes and shit. Like don't touch the ground and shit.
Yeah, man, that shit's wild, bro. That shit's wild, man. Like they don't fuck around.
That is if you're somebody that they think that can be important, they will drop fucking money. And I know if John was here, he'd tell you about Michael Crabtree because he has some stories about that fucking dude.
Like, oh yeah, I gotta hear these.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts from what he did. John, from what I remember, what John said is Crabtree never ate lunch at the school. Like you're mandatory to go eat lunch as a college football player. You have to eat. Like they make you eat. They go make sure you're fucking putting food in your mouth in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And Crabtree wouldn't eat that shit. Like he wouldn't eat lunch. Like so he would have somebody go pick him shit up like from different restaurants, and that's how he would eat, dude. Like that's what John said. But I mean, from I can imagine what Crabtree did. He said Crabtree drove a fucking Escalade, dude, with fucking 24s on that bitch. Like I can imagine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. But Claret, man, I felt bad for him after all that shit. I hated him like that year because like I was a big Miami fan that season. Yeah. And that was the year that they were supposed to go back to back. And if you remember in that game, they're supposed to kick Ohio State's ass.
They were,
And Ohio State ends up like they're leading like most of the game. Miami comes back and takes the lead. Ohio State, I want to say they tie it up at the end. So they go into these overtimes. Yeah. And then it comes down to this stupid ass referee where Ohio State has to score a touchdown or whatever to win the game or whatever, or to tie the game. Yeah. And they throw a pass. It's like fourth down. They throw a pass. They break the pass up. Everybody runs onto the field. Fuck yeah. They went back to back. And then one referee's like, oh, no, that was pass interference. And they like call everybody off the field. It was such bullshit. And to this day, that shit was not pass interference. That was fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. It was wild for that team, that Miami team with just – I mean, I know they had other people on that Ohio State team, but it was just Maurice Claret for who he was, basically.
Yeah, that's who everybody like knew. You know what I'm saying? That's who everybody knew.
Exactly.
Now that team like ended up having like a bunch of defensive guys that went on to the NFL and had like long careers and stuff. Like that's what nobody knew, is like that defense was that good. But Maurice Claret was definitely like the guy that everybody was talking about. And I just felt sorry for him after that because I was like, man, he kind of got screwed over, but whatever.
He did. Okay, so I'm looking it up right now. So he won. He initially won. It was him and Mike Williams. You remember him from USC?
USC, the receiver. Yeah.
So they both, challenged the ruling of you had to be out 3 years. Well, they ended up signing with a fucking agent. Because they won their initial trial. They won. Mm-hmm. So they were going to be in the 04 draft. Well, it went to the Supreme Court. It got overturned. And since they'd already signed agents.
Yeah, once you sign an agent, it's over.
Yeah. So they had to wait a year. Well, he ends up moving to LA and shit and fucking, just fucking
getting ready and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Training.
Yeah.
And he showed up
allegedly.
Training for fat snooters, bro. That's what that was. Like, fuck that. That dude they were out there wild, bro. They were out there wild.
Yeah, dog, I bet. He was battling depression and alcoholism.
Yeah. Well, because did y'all see that they had the 30 for 30 on him and shit?
30,
that shit was sad, bro. That shit was real sad, man. I feel sorry for that boy, dog.
That was the crazy thing, man.
He got drafted by the Broncos in the third round, eventually in 05. But he showed up 20 pounds overweight, ran fucking 4'8", 40. I think he played a couple years, if I remember. But
he played like 2.
Yeah, I think 2.
2 with the Broncos, right?
Yeah. that was it too with the Broncos. His agent, he fired his agents and he was going through a bunch of shit. Ended up signing just basically an incentive-laden contract, Which I mean, getting much playing time, how you can hit your incentives and shit.
Yeah, so, right.
His agent was actually one of the agents for Suge Knight and Snoop, the rappers.
Well, there you go. Yeah. There you go.
He didn't hit his incentives and shit, so he didn't get his fucking full contract. Well, he was $1 million in debt and legal fees from fighting the NFL, and shit just kind of snowballed from there, man. Fucking sucks.
Yep. Did he go to jail? He
went to jail. Yeah.
I was like, this is leading up to that. I'm sure. Like,
armed robbery.
Armed
robbery. He got pulled over with a bunch of guns and shit. Like he had a lot of shit going on, man. Got pulled over in in Columbus, in Ohio. Back where
that's because that's where he's from.
Yeah, so they found a fucking katana sword.
Who a nigga?
47, 2 handguns. I don't know what a Zanbato is, but it's dangerous.
Isn't that the big machine that you drive on the ice skating rink?
That's a Zamboni, fool.
That's a Zamboni.
Hey, I was close. He got pulled over and he was flipping that thing. I don't know.
And an open bottle of Grey Goose.
They got him for the Grey Goose.
It all adds up.
Come on, man.
No telling what he was on. What the fuck is that? Zambato's another sword. Well, fuck.
Oh, shit.
I was into some swords and shit. All right. That's dope. So he, had a bunch of legal trouble. He wrote a book in prison.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I mean, you got time.
Yeah. And now he's like a motivational speaker and shit. So that's good, man.
Yeah.
He ended up good shit.
Ah, man, that's a waste of talent right there, man. For that dude, I can imagine like his mindset though, man, because I had a big mindset. And I can imagine him like as somebody that should have been like a top 5 pick. Come on, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's that mental state, man. I can imagine like how it broke him down. For being a young kid with probably nothing, like, come on, man.
Well, he's got it says he has a behavioral health agency called the Red Zone in Youngstown, Ohio. Provides mental health services, and addiction recovery. That's dope.
That's what's up.
And he has a podcast called Business and Biceps. It's doing way better than our podcast.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Maurice Claret.
Y'all are feel good though, man. I'd pick y'all over Maurice Claret, no problem.
Come on, man. I swords, but shit. It ain't hard. I'm gonna come back next week with some ninja stars and shit.
There we go. Yeah, I'll bring the nunchucks.
Katana sword and a Zamboni right behind you.
Yeah, that's my dude. I mean, I just remember that game, and then looking into him, like he was one of the main stars of that game. Yeah. He actually had a bunch of badass plays, run. Yeah. And then he ended up. From what I saw, I was looking it up. Sean Taylor made a pick. It was going to be a pick 6, correct?
Yep, I forgot about that play. Yep.
They fucking hawked him down, bro. He straight DK him down and
stripped him.
Yeah.
He stripped him.
Place, so that was. I just remember that game and that fucking, and him, maybe,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Maurice Claret. All right, Keir, what you got, dog? What you rolling with?
Oh man, I got the one and only, the best player coming out of 2008, out of high school, and the only reason I say this because it's fucking nuts, man. It's crazy. So I'm gonna give you all a rundown. Oh, I got two picks. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a rundown of this kid, man. It was fucking one of the craziest things that ever happened. All right, so 2008 season out of high school, man. Kid by the name of Kevin Hart. It's not who you think, but he came out of Nevada and 6'5", 290 pounds, man, specimen. Dude that should have been straight up D1 prospect. And did his overall thing on the season and everything. Showed out and stuff. Well, come signing day on February 8th of 2009, he's announcing all this stuff. He nicknamed himself D1, ready to go and shit like that. Kid's big time. It's picking between Oregon, Washington State, Washington Huskies, Oregon Ducks, the California Bears, Oklahoma State Cowboys. Has all the big names, man. Whatever you can think of, he has it. Makes his announcement, and on the 8th, signs with Cal. Talks about Coach, I think his name was Tedford at the time. Made a big deal and stuff like that. Kid was like, I got an overall experience. The head coach did all the recruiting for me. Like, I'm about it. Like, I can't wait to be a Bear, a Cal State Bear, and everything like that. A few days later, they asked Coach Tedford from Cal, hey, man, what do you think about the new recruit, the offensive lineman y'all got, the big kid, 6'5", whatever. And Coach Tedford's like, what are you talking about? He's like, what? They're like, what do you mean? This kid just out of Nevada just made this big announcement at this high school in front of all these people, like straight LeBron James, that shit, dude. And Coach Tedford goes, I have no idea who you're talking about. Come to find out, man, that kid wanted to be Division I so goddamn bad, dude, that he fucking lied about everything.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude, straight up lied. Had to like recant everything. Like, just took everything back.
Love it.
Straight, yeah, dude. Like, he was ever since he was a kid, man. The kid wanted to be Division I. Was talking about big names. He nicknamed himself D1 at high school.
Wow.
And yeah, dude. Yeah, and went about his thing like that. They asked, like I said, they asked Coach Tedford from Cal what happened, and he was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, what's going on? Like, well, come to find out, that kid lied. All this stuff, man. It was like down in the dumps. The only reason he had his recruiting letters from Oklahoma State, Washington, Cal, all them places. He was fucking dumb as shit, dude. I think they said he had a GPA of like 0.8. Like 0.8. Like, you literally have to go to class and just sign your goddamn name.
Yeah.
0.8, dude.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so, but it wasn't all bad. He ended up taking all that back. He was talking about like quitting football, all this stuff. Well, a coach from California ended up recruiting him for a JUCO college, and he spent 2 years doing his time. But they didn't recruit him for football; they recruited him as an assistant, and he had to fucking wash laundry, do all that shit. He had 1 year of eligibility in that JUCO system, man. He played it out. He became one of the best linemen they ever showed, and then he ended up signing with a Division II school, Western Missouri State, I think it was. And he ended up showing out over there. He would have signed with the Division I, but because he used up all his eligibility at the very beginning, when you start college, your eligibility for Division I starts. Like, once you start your hours in college, you're on the clock. So Division I, you only have 4 years for Division I. When you go to Division II, you have like 6. And so he ended up going to Division II, played 2 years, ended up showing out. They like talked about him being one of the best linemen that ever showed up, and had a feel good story about it.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude, like straight up, like I was like, man, that's pretty ballsy.
I respect it.
Yeah,
because I definitely know some guys in Victoria that would have pulled some shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just bleep his name out. But we all know.
There was a guy I went to high school with that he moved too often, went to ACC, told his dad he was playing for the Longhorns. Well, his dad fucking like worked out of state or offshore or something.
Fuck.
He was just funneling him money, because he's like, oh, I got this class and I'm, this. Well,
Nice.
his dad ended up having some time off. It was like, oh, it just so happens to be in the spring when it's baseball season. I'm gonna come watch you.
Oh,
shit. So you could actually check up on shit. So
yeah.
Oh, I tore my ACL. I'm not playing this season. Some shit like that.
Oh, shit, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You have to
all he did was go to ACC and just get fucked up with, whatever.
I love it.
Dude. I mean, it got to be hard, man. Coming, like, for me as a athlete, I mean, AD played his fucking ball and shit like that. He had an opportunity. Like, I went and played mine, like, to go from being able to play and then get it taken away is like a huge mental, like it hurts, man. Because I didn't get to finish out. I didn't get to finish out my college career because I got hurt with like fucking. Apparently you're not supposed to be squatting 650 pounds as a fucking 18-year-old, and so you fuck your shit up, dude. Like, but it was fun while it lasted and stuff like that. But I can imagine like you mentioned, man, Maurice Claret with his like fucking thing and. Yeah. Thinking like, hey man, I'm coming out of the fucking like, this household that I've never had anything and I'm fixing to be a pro, like, and I can imagine people like that. And then that kid, man, he's like, all he ever wanted to do was be Division I. Like he didn't give a shit who it was. He was like, I want to be Division I. And so he fabricated this whole story, man, and he just didn't have it. And it backfired. Yeah, dude, but I mean, it showed out at the end that he proved that he could be.
He's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he could have been Division I if he had applied himself harder. But let's say neither here nor there anymore. But good story. Yeah. I liked it. I was like, man, this is pretty dope. I was like, that kid. His name was Kevin Hart. Like 2008, the only Kevin Hart that matters did comedy. So you got to live up to that now.
Yeah.
But okay, so real deal. 2001 Miami Hurricanes. The greatest team probably of all time, man. And I say that sadly because I thought Longhorns with Vince Young was going to be a pretty dope-ass fucking squad. But I look back and I was like, the Hurricanes, man, like, they had it all. Like, they had it all. Like, you can't deny that team greatness because of who they were. So 2001, Larry Coker was there. He coached at UTSA here in San Antonio, and it was a big deal because of that team. So starting out, man, they had high hopes because of the swagger. Obviously, with Miami Hurricanes, everybody knows who the Hurricanes are. I got recruited. They were actually my first recruiting letter from handwritten Larry Coker signature, all that shit. I still have it. Nice. And it was him. It was that team. So 2001 comes around. Everybody has big plans, man, and they're bringing in the biggest recruits, like everybody. So the freshman squad, man, I'm going to give you the freshman squad was Willis McGahee. To start off, Willis McGahee, Sean Taylor, Frank Gore.
Damn.
Who was it? Najee Davenport.
Portis. Fucking Portis was on there too.
Who?
Portis.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but these are just the freshmen. These are just the freshmen.
Jonathan Vilma. Jonathan Vilma played fucking forever. Badass linebacker. DJ Williams, first round draft pick he was a freshman. They had that was just the freshmen, the notable freshmen. They had Walter Payton Jr. Walter Payton's son.
They had a fucking corner. What was that motherfucker's name? He played for Tennessee.
Roll.
He was on there too. Roll and the big fucking lineman.
Vince Wilfork. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's who it was. Okay, so this is their whole squad. That was fucking. This is it. Willis McGahee, Najee Davenport played with the Packers. Andre Johnson, Ken Dorsey played with the Bears. Clinton Portis, Frank Gore, Brian McKinney, the best left tackle of all time.
Oh shit!
Kellen Winslow Jr. was a freshman.
I forgot about Kellen. Yup.
Roscoe Parrish was a wide receiver.
He was broad. Yup.
Jeremy Shockey, the dude that
Shockey.
called Bill Parcells a homo, dude. Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, Vince Wilfork, Frank Gore, DJ Williams, Jonathan Vilma.
Philip Buchanan, right?
Philip Buchanan. Yeah, Philip Buchanan. Yep.
Yeah.
Philip Buchanan. Their backfield was so fucking stacked, bro. The backfield was Najee Davenport, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, Clinton Portis, Walton Payton Jr. They had another guy. And it didn't even fucking matter because he wasn't never seen the field.
That's stupid.
Was literally the stupidest team, bro. Like they had a straight NFL roster right there. Like that's who they were for 2001. And so this is how it went down. Rocky McIntosh. He played for the Redskins, and he was a pretty decent linebacker, but at Miami, he was fucking cold as shit. Anyway, they had Larry Coker and the next Miami coach, Randy Shannon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that 2001 season, nobody really saw a lot of potential. They were ranked, I think, they were top 5, but nobody thought they would get past like who they were fixing to play. Their first game was Penn State, dude, and they straight mollywopped that ass. Like Joe Paterno, they had said that nobody went to Death Valley Happy Valley. Nobody went to Happy Valley and beat a Nittany Lion team that bad. It was 33-7, and they were already done by halftime, is what they were saying. And that Penn State team had Larry Johnson from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah. That's the crazy boy.
Yeah, they had Michael Robinson, and at the time, Michael Robinson was playing quarterback in the NFL. He played fullback, so he ended up being able to like fucking do the dual threat shit. And they had Larry Johnson, obviously. So they went to that squad and they fucked them up, stupid, dude, at halftime. And so the whole time they were literally outscoring people, dude. It was like, I think every team they played, like the amount of passing touchdowns they had for the secondary that they had of the Miami team was 3 touchdown passes all year. 3.
That's
like
retarded.
For who they played 5 top 15 teams, dude. 5. And they only got 3 touchdown passes all year for the secondary.
That's crazy.
They took Florida State, the next big team that they thought was going to be that contender that year.
Yeah.
And they straight mollywopped them at halftime too. Like, they had the clip on YouTube and shit of Ed Reed. They call it the Hurricane Heart speech, where Ed Reed like had fucked himself up because you know who Ed Reed is. He's over there fucking trying to decapitate everyone. Yeah, and he had hurt himself like really bad that game, and they were gonna pull him out, and he was like, "I'm not like that's not what I do." All that shit, and at halftime, they were asking him if he's okay, and in the tunnel and stuff, they got the video of him being like, "Stop asking me if I'm fucking okay," and blah blah. He was like, I put my heart in this shit. He was like, I bleed for this shit. He was like, come on, man. And they were whooping that ass, dude, at halftime. But like they were already like he was hyping people up to fucking keep murdering people. And so they ended up blowing out Florida State 49-27, dude, at the end of the game. And that's what it came to be known as that's their recruiting. One of their recruiting tools is the Hurricane Heart
videos and shit that they show people.
Yeah. And then they show like the back end of like the bad boys, the convicts versus Catholics of like Notre Dame's like big eras, and then like all the rowdy ass fucking like when they recruited all the black dudes out of the hood and shit like that. Yeah. And they show that kind of shit for their recruiting videos, and then yeah, dude, it was pretty rowdy. And then like they talk about how Miami's known for fucking drugs, dude. That's all they. Miami college,
It's the U, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what's up when you're going to Miami because there's no limits to anything, man. They had everything. They had whatever you wanted. Like it, everybody said you got what you wanted. There were like women. Like you showed up as a recruit and you had women. Like you showed up as a recruit and you had fucking money. You had drugs. You had whatever you needed. And that Miami U team, despite fucking being rowdy and partying, like they said people were coked up half the time, dude. Like in Miami, like you're going to be coked up half the time. They said that team fucking killed people. Like the score overall from the whole season for playing 5 top 15 teams and then playing at the time the ACC was no slouch. Like everybody was pretty legit. Yeah, they outscored people 525 points to like 106. Like think about that over fucking 10 games. Like nobody's scoring on you. Nobody's doing anything. They said
stupid.
At that year, the fucking players that were up for the Heisman was Ken Dorsey. And I'll let you take a guess of who the Heisman that should have got the Heisman. I'll let you take a guess who do you think who should have been the Heisman winner of that year? Take a wild guess off that team.
Was it Andre Johnson?
No.
I can't remember.
Think about every running back that I named. That's every running.
Portis.
No,
it was McGahee was the next year where he went off. Was it Frank Gore?
No.
Who the fuck was it?
Fucking Bryant McKinney. The left tackle. The fucking left tackle. Yeah. That's how good that team was to have their left tackle should have been the Heisman winner. Yes. Yeah. You're fucking like speechless right now. Think about that. A fucking 6'6", 320-pound lineman should have been the Heisman winner in 2001.
They never won it. Like the linemen never won it, right? Like
not at all.
No, never.
The person that was Desmond Howard because he played offense and defense and he got passes.
Howard was fucking cool, dude.
But it should have been Brian McKinney. Yeah, dude. And
offensive or defensive? Maybe
do what? Do what?
And Ndamukong Suh win it? Or he was up there, right?
He was up there. He was up there too.
But he was a playmaker on defense. He scored touchdowns on defense.
He's defense. Yeah.
Bryant McKinney straight up
offensive
people. Straight up check people right at that line. Like
that's crazy.
He didn't score touchdowns. Like he didn't touch the ball. He was nowhere near the fucking ball. Like that's all.
Yeah.
It's not a sexy enough position to win the fucking award.
That's what they said. They said they gave it to the skilled person because Bryant McKinney. It would be ridiculous for Bryant McKinney as a left tackle to win the goddamn Heisman.
But unless you know the importance of that shit.
Yeah, that's and nobody's ever been a non-pretty position to even come close besides like a defensive player. But to have an offensive lineman up for grabs on that, man, like it's unheard of. It's stupid. And he went on to play with the Ravens, obviously. He won the Super Bowl. He was fucking legit.
He did all right.
Yeah. He did okay for himself. But, dude, they straight up, like, destroyed people. The whole team, half the team was all conference. Like, majority of first team all conference was Miami Hurricanes. Yeah. Philip Buchanan was the unanimous decision for like punt return, kick return, return specialist. He was a unanimous decision, but he split time with Andre Johnson, Clinton Portis, and like 4 other people, dude. And he was still on that fucking like All-American squad. And then
who did he play for in the pros?
Raiders.
Yeah.
Philip Buchanan played for Raiders. He was fast as shit. Like
Yeah, he was good.
they were recruiting people out of the hood, dude. For people that went to Miami, they got them from a small town, a small country ass town. And what they did for training was they used to chase the jackrabbits out in the swamps. Yeah. And that's why everybody was stupid, blazing fast, apparently. And that was the thing. And so it was unheard of, man, for a squad like that to go through. Then they played Nebraska for the championship.
Wipe the floor.
They
wipe the floor with their ass.
It was no. They thought Nebraska, since Nebraska was always been a powerhouse, like from coming up and stuff like that, and the golden years and all that, straight up just shit all over them, dude.
Yeah.
They were talking about the Miami Hurricanes from I think it was like the 89, like, what's his name? The coach for the Cowboys?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson's Hurricanes. They were talking about like them replicating for what went down. They had no limits, man. They had no limits for what they did. Like my favorite player of all time is Jeremy Shockey. Like that's the reason why I wanted to play tight end and shit like that, because of that fucking dude, because he catched the ball and he was physical with everything.
Yeah. He was crazy.
They literally let him talk shit about Bob Stoops or whatever, the Oklahoma coach, because he didn't recruit me. He was like, I'm gonna fucking push your shit. Like he was saying crazy shit like that, dude. And then the next year it went to Ohio State because of that. Because of that whole that next recruiting class, like I said, like they had backups for their backups, dude. Like that squad literally leaned on McGahee for everything, dude. And McGahee was only a sophomore, and he was doing dumb shit like Maurice Claret and stuff like that. They were like neck and neck all that next season because of who they were and what they brought to. They changed the game for running backs because of who they were. McGahee was like 6'1", dude, and 225 and ran like a 4.4.
He was blazing. Yeah, he was fast as hell.
Same thing with Claret. Claret was like 6 foot and was like 230 pounds and ran like a 4.4, dude. Like the way those two teams that next year changed the game, man, was like off the wall. And if it wasn't for McGahee getting hurt, they definitely would have won that fucking game with Ohio State.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
he probably would have been like the number 1 overall pick too.
Oh yeah,
at least top 3, top 5.
Yeah. He went to the Bills with the 5th or 4th round to the Bills. McGahee did, and then Claret went, like you said, the fucking 3rd round. But he should have been like
easy
5,
first
dude.
round. Yeah,
Exactly. Like it was no doubt those two guys would have been good. But like I said, man, those two teams, it was a straight up different era. And then, like I said, you had the come ups like Winslow Jr., dude. Winslow Jr. was talking about, I'm a fucking soldier, and I'm
Winslow was a wild boy too.
Yeah, dude. Oh, and he
Nebraska team they beat, was that Lawrence Phillips?
No. That was in the 90s. The Nebraska team they beat was Scott Frost.
Yeah. Tim Couch. Eric Couch? One of the Couches.
It was Couch. It was Couch. Yeah.
Yeah, Couch was
Frost was the 90s too.
Yeah.
It was Couch.
Imagine having to pick from fucking Miami or Nebraska.
Dude, it was no brainer though, dude. Like for that team, dude, they had an NFL roster. They had a straight up NFL roster.
Oh, fucking roster on both sides of the fucking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they said 75% of their team.
Too. Fucking all pro off the field too. Like, dude, there's no.
They were doing it big, bro.
But that Nevin Shapiro, that dude, that fucking the booster.
Oh yeah.
Killed that shit, dude. He was like, yeah, I was there partying with fucking everyone, dude. And like I said, shout out to Jeremy Shockey for being my favorite player. Homie married Vita Guerra, if y'all remember Vita Guerra.
What?
Yeah, dude.
He did?
Yeah, hell yeah. Look, that's Google material right there, dude.
Dimest of dimes.
Dude, Vita Guerra and Jeremy Shockey was like a thing.
What?
Homie did it right.
That's
oh my gosh, bro.
I want to send a shout out to Jeeves real quick, and Dizzle knows why.
Yeah, we'll keep that off air.
Dude.
Nuts, man.
Yeah,
Damn, that's wild.
Straight up, man. That Miami team is by far the number one team, and I love the Longhorns, man. Karen went to the University of UT. Her whole family's UT. It's UT around here, but that fucking team would have wiped the floor with. You put them up, anybody did. They'd destroy them.
Yeah, for sure. Good shit. All right, so let me round this thing out. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with the dude that we came up. I won't say came up watching, but he was playing when we were like in high school and stuff, in college, and he was a freak and a flat out beast. And kind of gets a bad rap, to this day or whatever. But it is what it is. And man, that's Jamarcus Russell, dog. That's Jamarcus Russell.
I thought you were going Tim Tebow. I'm not gonna lie. Man of God, everything. I was like, it's Tim Tebow.
Yeah, that's funny. No, fucking Jamarcus Russell, man. He was just a freak of nature. We had never really seen anything like this at this point. I think we're just coming off the heels of Vince, at UT. And Vince was a big dude. Vince was a big, fast dude, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Jamarcus was just a stout human being, bro. Like, he was huge. We'd never really seen. Yeah, he was a freak. We hadn't seen a quarterback this big and that could throw the ball like this dude at this time. And it was like, surefire, like, okay, this dude, just the way that he throws the ball, he might end up being like one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Yeah. Just because he's like so big, he can run a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? And then, you know what I'm saying? He could throw the ball like 80 yards in the air, like just stupid. But I'm here. This is the golden era. I'm here to focus on all the positives. Okay. I'm focusing on all the positives of Jamarcus Russell, you know what I'm saying? So, dude came out of Mobile, Alabama, you know what I'm saying? 4-year starter in high school, you know what I'm saying? Broke all kind of records and everything. He was, All-American easily. His records still stand today in Alabama. So, I mean, you can take that for what it is. Yeah, like 15, 20 years later, his records still stand or whatever. So, yeah, anyways, he comes into LSU and he redshirts his freshman year. And then after that, he goes in as a starter, 10-1 his sophomore year. Yeah. Like, just went hard, took over the league or whatever, led him to SEC championship game and shit like that, and then the next year is when they really went off. And I forgot about this, but like it was like a quarterback battle, like going into that year, and he beat out Matt Flynn, who ended up like playing in the NFL. Oh, yeah. And dude, do you remember Ryan Perilou?
Nah, not too familiar.
Dog, Ryan Perilou was like the number one rated. I know he was the number one dual threat quarterback coming out of high school. I want to say he was even like the number one rated quarterback overall coming out of high school. He was from Louisiana, and like I just remember like watching his highlights on YouTube and shit, and it was just like stupid. He looked like Lamar Jackson or like Michael Vick. You know what I'm saying? In high school, he was stupid. Anyways. So Ryan Perilou came in as a freshman then, and
yes, yeah. Now that I remember, I had to Google that stuff.
Yeah,
I remember where that is.
Yeah. So he beat both.
He went to Jacksonville State because he couldn't.
Oh yeah, he ended up transferring. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ended up transferring out.
Yeah.
So he ended up beating those two guys out, and then led them to the Sugar Bowl where they just beat the shit. Who did they play in that Sugar Bowl? Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
It was
Notre Dame. Notre Dame, yeah. Beat the shit out of Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. That season, he threw for 3,129 yards, 28 touchdowns. Had a couple of like big games like during the season where like he led them on like, you know, drives to come back and win the game and everything. And yeah, man, it was just like watching that Sugar Bowl was like watching the future right there. It was like, okay, like he was just airing it out, just slinging it,
flicking it, flicking it.
Yeah, and so then you started hearing like all of the like stories, like the folk legends, like, oh yeah, he can get on his knees at the 20 and throw it into the goal, throw it between the field goal post and everything, like shit like that. And you're like, oh my god, like this dude's gonna be a monster. And then he got cursed, man. He got cursed and ended up getting drafted to the Raiders. Any other team, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a Hall of Famer, but he got drafted by the Raiders. And that's what happened. I'm blaming it on the Raiders. Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so the Raiders team had. All right, now you're right. They didn't have no way. I was trying to think.
That was after they were good those like couple seasons where it was like Rich Gannon and Jerry Rice and Tim Brown and shit.
That was
after
that was 2001. That was like 2001.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm blaming it on the Raiders. They're gonna take the fall for this and everything. So yeah, we all know the story after that. You know, he goes to the Raiders and he ends up being. They say they say he's the biggest bust. I mean, yeah, I would say he's up there as one of the biggest busts. But remember, you got Ryan Leaf and shit too. So I mean, I don't know.
No, man, Ryan Leaf wasn't even on his caliber though. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that. I could see somebody arguing that. So.
They did all that shit off of like really. I mean, maybe not one season, but that one game is where he got all his shine.
Yeah, the Sugar Bowl is where it was like where it like woke everybody up. Like, whoa, like
when he was fucking throwing the cannon, bro. When he was, had the heat going on, like he was straight. All right, so. Touching on that, man, his beating out Ryan, Perilou. Was it Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan Perilou. Yeah. So
beating out Ryan Perilou after Ryan Perilou had just won a championship, had just won MVP, had literally just won everything that was big in college football. He was the man. Like I remember that shit too, and I just looked at it just a minute ago, man. Ryan Perilou. It was for him to beat out Ryan Perilou he was God given, man. He was the savior for the next team. Like it is what it is on that part.
Dude, Ryan Perilou was like, I mean, I don't even know how to like who or what to compare him to coming out of high school.
Yeah.
Like as far as like how much hype like was anticipated for that guy, that shit was crazy. Like, I don't know. But yeah, man, Jamarcus Russell, dog. I mean, he was the shit. He was the shit back then. Sucks that it ended up the way it did. But hey, man, in college, in that golden era, he was the shit, dog.
He straight up after that college year, man, he had that one season, and he showed. They said he showed his flashes of like his big arm and his ability to do his quarterback like read defenses and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I think I remember seeing. I don't know if it was ESPN 30 for 30 or something like that, man, where they talked about him being like having so much pressure. And it goes back to that mental state, man, of being like the shit. Like you're the shit and you face any kind of adversity as like somebody that's never experienced it. Like you're literally walking over dudes, like grown men, like no problem, man. You end up getting hit with something like some kind of adversity like that, man. It'll affect your mental game and he's straight up like that's what they said about him with that, man. That's why he like ballooned up to like 300 pounds like but he still fucking balled out, dude. Like he still did his thing like as a quarter, and it's stupid. Like it doesn't make sense. He's a freak. That's all you can describe him as.
Hell yeah.
Who else was in that draft? Did you look it up or not?
No, I didn't look it up.
What year was that? 2009?
2007, maybe. Hold on.
No, we were
trying to find it. So it says he's a high school football coach now, which I mean he's still paid anyway. I mean I'm sure he paid taxes and all that shit, right?
Yeah, it's 2007. That's the 2007 draft.
Dude. Brady Quinn.
Oh yeah, he's straight up. He was the best QB overall. Like no problem.
Yeah, there was some fucking players on there. Which I mean, there's always going to be the players when you go back and look at that shit.
Yeah.
They had Megatron though. They had Megatron on that thing.
Oh,
they had Adrian Peterson. Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch, Revis, fucking Eric Weddle. Yeah, there was
dude. So, sorry to get off topic off that. I just watched a video of Marshawn Lynch doing shit on YouTube of trying like $700 burgers. Like, hey, that dude is made for fucking like the camera, dude. This shit is funny.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For being who he is and how quiet he is, his fucking shit's hilarious. He's always funny.
Absolutely. All right, so Keir. Money B, did we tease this last week? Did we ask each other this question? Yeah. All right, so no, I want Money B, you first. Okay. We got a question that we're asking guests from now on. Okay. Money B is going to answer this first because we asked it last episode. Money B, you've had time to think about it.
I don't know.
Money B, if you could go on a ski trip with anybody, who would it be and why? And detail it.
All right.
And Keir, we're talking a ski trip. We're talking a ski trip. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
So Money B, if you could go on a ski trip with anybody at any given time, who would it be?
Let me find. I'm going to get the exact year right.
Oh, you want to get the exact year right?
Oh,
you want me to go?
We're going years and stuff now.
I want this to be like fucking right, like to where you know. So mine is going to have to be, let's say around 89, 90 Mike Tyson, dog.
Okay.
First of all, who's fucking with you? Nobody. Mike Tyson was the baddest motherfucker on the planet at that time. And probably in that little era, 88, 90, before he went crazy.
Yeah.
In all times, who's gonna fuck with you? Fucking nobody. He's fucking getting fucking paid like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Also, he's gonna have some fucking accessories around and some party
Absolutely.
And that's the thing, like you can be like, oh fuck, I'm boys with fucking 1989 Mike Tyson.
but do you say 89 Mike Tyson or you just call him Mike Tyson? Like I gotta know what I'm talking about here.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something, you're gonna have to fucking shoot this dude, even if he's poked up out of his mind anyway. He's not gonna die.
He's bleeding flakes and stuff, like he's bleeding powder.
And he's still fucking talking shit. Like
on the way down.
Yeah. Dude, imagine that shit, bro. Imagine that.
I like that. I feel you knocking.
Okay.
Probably has a couple white tigers with him. Probably has fur on. Like, big chains. Like, we're doing it, dog. In Vegas.
Hell yeah.
I mean, how could it get any better?
That's a good question, man. That's Mike Tyson. I respect all around to that guy. Like he fucking was trying to kill what's his name that last fight, dude.
Roy Jones.
He was trying to ruin Roy Jones, dude, but Roy Jones knew what was up. He had hugs for everything.
And don't forget, you're going on a ski trip, so it's gonna get weird. You got.
It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get weird.
It's gonna get weird.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Keir, you've had time to ponder on this a little bit. Let me know who are you thinking? Who would you go on a ski trip with?
Chris Farley. I've already thought. This has already been my shit, dude. Like I've dabbled down this path a while.
That's a real cool.
Yeah, Chris Farley, 100% would be my dude for all this shenanigans.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You think about that, man. Think about that dude. That dude is funny. If he hadn't ruined himself with the snow trips, like he'd probably be one of the top dudes right now, man. And they were talking about him being, and like I said, I've already dabbled down this road already because you got to fucking see what you're gonna get into eventually. His shit, dude, like he was beyond his time with like comedy. He for who he was with. So he was with SNL, and for like a stint, bro, they were always like, all of them dudes were always fucking out of their minds. Yeah. Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris Rock, like all them dudes, You can't tell me they weren't not on Chris Farley's level. But Chris Farley was like a bigger dude, and I'm sure
you had some fun.
Exactly. And I'm sure he's not Mike Tyson where he had the fucking ladies around him all the time. But come on, man. You're making a female laugh all the time? Like they can't look at you being fat and stuff. Like you're laughing at you all the time. Like that's what it is. And that's what it is. Sure. I could definitely see the old fucking ski trip with old Chris Farley, man. And like I said, he's probably one of my most favorite people to like fucking watch on movies and shit. His old school shit is amazing.
That's a good choice.
SNL shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh, always, dude, always. It's old school, but it's still fucking gold around this time.
Yeah,
and
good choice.
That shit's fucking hilarious. When he's like, I'm fucking starving. When he's there, all
dude. The little guy, the fat guy in the little coat, like that's my shit, dude.
Coat. Hell yeah.
Where he was like that, and I've always done that. I think I took Lori's. I took a Lori's jacket one time and I put it on, and I'm just like that, like this. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah!
Shout out to Lori Salinas. She's getting married too.
Good choice. Exactly. Yes, I'll say that. Yeah. Good shit. Okay, so I'm going a little bit more unconventional. Okay. So Rick Farley, you already know Rick Farley. Chris Farley. You already know what kind of guy he is. You know what I'm saying? You know he's a partier. He gets out there. Same with Mike Tyson. You already know. But I'm gonna go back to 1989 as well, my friend. And I'm trying to go on a ski trip with Rick Moranis.
The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Rick Moranis. At that time, you know he's white hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's white flame hot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's one of the biggest movie stars out there at the point. But you just don't know. You don't know. He looks like this nerd, just this nerdy ass white man and everything, that just a square who doesn't do nothing. I'm trying to get Rick Moranis out. And let's go on a binger. Let's go on a good old ski trip that night. And let's see what kind of weird stuff we can get into. Let's see how weird we can get, dog.
Is it one of the weirds that you're kind of like, oh, fuck?
I feel like he's like real aggressive when he's on those ski trips. So he's like, come on, man, you got to do it. You got to. Like he's the one, like he's taking it and he's dumping it over like that. Like he's like fucking flipping it.
Yeah, like I mean, I think it could go so many ways. It could go so many different ways with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just be interested in seeing how that night went. Like, and then being able to go back to my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the next week and be like, hey man, you won't guess what the fuck I got Rick Moranis skied up. And you know what I'm saying? We did this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we did this, we did that.
It makes me think of like the Wayne Brady Dave Chappelle episode where like don't see just
exactly
like that.
Exactly.
Like, eat your sandwich, AD. Eat your sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what? Give me your sandwich, AD. Give me your sandwich.
Like he'd be reading lines and shit too. You try to prove like this fucking wholesome actor, like, oh, I can do all this, like, you know, like just.
Hey, Spaceballs should have won a fucking Oscar. Spaceballs and an Oscar.
Yeah,
hell yeah,
so
dude, I could see that.
That's who I would roll with. I want to see him get out of character. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him get out of his skin a little bit. So.
I'm sure he did, man. Fucking, it was big around that time. Might as well. I'm sure he fucking partook.
And that's the thing. Like he's big in Hollywood at that time, so we can go wherever the hell we want and get straight in. Like nobody's telling us no. Like you gonna tell Rick Moranis no?
I mean,
huh?
Time out.
Not like Tyson or Chris Farley.
Yeah. All right. So like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, so he was.
Rick Moranis ain't going no. Rick Moranis is not going to Vegas and walking to any club he wants.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Because he looks like the fucking Unabomber. That's why not.
But everybody knows that's Rick Moranis. That's a nigga from. That's a nigga who shrunk his kids. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows him.
If I'm standing at the door and I'm watching security, hey, Rick Moranis comes up. Hey man, do you remember me from Little Giants? You know what I'm gonna do? That bitch, go back to your fucking little Ford Euro. Like we're gonna get back over there. Like
and Tyson's walking straight in there.
Imagine a skied up Rick Moranis pulling a shank out of his hip, and it's like, motherfucker, like pulls his glasses over his nose, and he's looking over the top of his glasses. Let me in.
Like, he's pulling up the Spaceballs helmet, and he's like ready to go at you and shit.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Maybe like that. Maybe because I laugh, and you know that's how that goes down. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. Rick Moranis getting into bars. I don't see that. I see him going home and taking care of his family.
I just see him like doing shit.
That's the whole. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. He gets skied up, and then he like transforms. Like you think he's gonna get skied up and then just be the same Rick Moranis? Like
I don't know, man. I feel like he should have been skied up whenever he was like coaching the Little Giants. Like that game should have been over from the first quarter.
I mean, you gotta be skied up. You got to be skied up to come up with the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Spike was probably skied up.
Yeah. Spike was definitely skied up.
All I know is they didn't punt on fucking third down. That's all I can say. It would have made it better.
Ended on that shit.
All right. With that being said, Wodies, unfortunately, it is that time. It's closing time. It's closing time, ladies and gentlemen.
Closing time. One last shot of liquid crack. Your fix is coming to an end. Closing time. Say goodbye to Dizzle, stacks, and money because we're out this bitch.
Keir, man, thank you for joining us this episode, man. You got anything for the people before we get out of here?
Hey, man, all I gotta say is it's been a pleasure. It was fun as hell. Like I always feel like I can get down with you, AD, and we can chop it up from the high school days. We did it big. Shout out to John Keir. I wish he was here, man, because I feel like it would have been 10 times worse. Hey, that was
10 times better. That is worse.
Depending on how you want to do it, if you want to separate us to different screens, like you're gonna go over here, you go over there, because we were fucking off the whole time. That's exactly what we would have done. But yeah, man, thanks for having me on, and look forward to the episode, and can't wait to hear it.
Thanks, man. Money B, got anything for the Wodies before we get out of here?
Yeah, man, Sweet Shirt Saturday, dog. I know he's a good Shirt Saturday member.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
AWO, bro. AWO.
Yes, sir.
H-Town, Reg.
We're gonna have some new shit coming. Update the website, get everything going for the 2021, and shit, man. Everything bread baby, like Dizzle says, man.
Hell yeah.
BBG, man.
Hell
Hell yeah. Man, I don't got much, and just thank y'all for the support. Yeah, man, just keep tuning into the YouTube videos, tune into the podcast. Yeah, we're gonna keep coming at y'all with that hot shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. That's really about it. So, y'all ready to hit this closing time shot?
Oh yeah.
You got anything left over there, Keir?
Man, dude, I got cups.
You got a corner?
This is it. Hey, all I gotta say one more time though is fuck Trump.
All right, and let's cheer. We'll cheers to that. All right, cheers to you, Keir. Cheers to the Wodies. Cheers to Money B. Cheers to fuck Trump. And cheers to the Way Back When podcast.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Wodies, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era. We'll holler at y'all next week. Deuces.
Peace.
I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back, way back when. I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back, way back when.